Live sample approximation for the Mann-Whitney U test is applicable when N1 is greater than 20 or N2 is greater than 20. So students, we have considered an example where we have seen that the live sample approximation was applicable onto a data set where we have made use of the normal approximation, but we did not consider the ties. Why? Because there were less number of ties. Now in this particular example, I would be giving you the demonstration onto a data set where there were larger number of ties within the sample and across the sample. So for that type of data set, we would have to make use of the normal approximation, but we would have to correct the formulae for the ties. So students, that I am going to share with you, it is a problem about the comparison of the form-wise and the scores between the form-wise and the town-wise. The senior class in a particular high school had 48 boys. 12 boys lived on farms and the other 36 lived in town. A test was devised to see if farm boys in general were more physically fit than town boys. Now students, as you can observe कि यहाँ पे जो टेस्ट करने को कहा गया, आपको कंपैरिजन करना है, आपको स्कोर्स का between the farm boys and the town boys. और यहाँ पे अगर आप देखिए तो ये टेस्ट जो हमें रेफर कर रहा है, it is referring us to the directional hypothesis because we need to compare that one group is more physically fit compared to the other group. So each boy in the class was given a physical fitness test in which a low score indicates a poor physical condition. The scores of the farm boys are represented as X, whereas for the town boys, they are represented as Y. And the data is given before you. So students, first of all, we need to outline the procedure for testing a hypothesis. So under H0, we would be writing down that the farm boys do not tend to be more fit physically than the town boys. So that means their median score or the median fitness level, it is the same. Whereas under H1, we have written down that farm boys tend to be more fit physically than the town boys. So the level of significance is alpha. We are going to use the normal approximation because the sample sizes were quite large. Now students, what I've done, आपके सामने आपको स्क्रीन पे नजर आ रहा होगा कि मैंने स्कोर्स को X के, ये देखिए ये X के स्कोर्स हैं and these are the scores of Y. I have arranged them combinedly from the smallest value, which is for the Y data, till the largest value, which is again for the Y data, but it would be followed later. So this is not the largest value. Largest value would appear next. So the next thing I've done is that I've assigned the ranks. So जो minimum value है students, उसको मैंने rank 1 assign किया and then it would be followed. The point you are supposed to note down is that as you can see कि आपका जो यहाँ पे जो y values हैं 2 और यहाँ पे एक x value, they are exactly identical. So इनको मैंने same rank assign किया है 13, 13 and 13 each. So उसके बाद अगर आप देखिए यहाँ पे फिर से 2 ties आ रही हैं under the y data और उनको मैंने same rank assign किया 20.5. यहाँ पे आपको 4 ties नजर आ रही हैं because 3 values y की और एक value x की, they are exactly identical. And same is with the 14.8 value. It is the same for x and y data and I have assigned the same rank to these two values. So the largest value for the y is 18.6 और उसको मैंने largest rank assign किया है 48. Once I've done with that, मैंने separate out रखा था x और y को so that I can easily calculate the rank sum. Rank sum for the x data is 3:1, whereas the rank sum for the y data comes out to be 855. उसके बाद students, I need to make the correction and for the ties. So मैंने summation किया ties को, 3 ties एक थी, then you have 2 ties, then you have 4 ties and then you have 2 ties. So मैंने sum किया ties को तो आ गया 11. इसी तरह मुझे summation t cube चाहिए, यानी हर tie का जितने टाइम अपीयर हो रही है उसका मैंने देखिए क्यूब लिया and finally I have taken the sum. using all these values, I've calculated U1 and U2, which is based on R1, N1, R2 and N2. Then I have calculated the expected value of U as 216. और यहाँ देखिए स्टूडेंट्स, ये मैंने करेक्शन की है for the ties. So इसके लिए I have calculated T cube and T. Finally, इन सारी चीजों को प्लग इन करने के बाद Z में I have calculated the Z value as minus 0.6431. Next, I would have to devise a critical region. As you know कि ये एक one tail test था, directional hypothesis था, so I would have to reject H naught if Z is greater than Z alpha. So alpha here is 0.05. So under the normal table मैंने इसकी value obtain की है as 1.645. अब आपकी जो calculated value थी Z की, that was minus 0.6431. As you can see that this value is not greater than 1.645, so H naught will be accepted, and we can conclude that farm boys do not tend to be more fit physically than the town boys, so they have identical or the same median physical fitness score.